Happy spring, everybody. This is Sawanda Spinks with Born to Blossom, www.born2blossom.com. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about fear of failure. It's really interesting how so many of us don't even try, and I mean try, and even accomplish their goals due to this fear. And so I started thinking about all of these successful people, those that we say, is successful or was successful. And I started thinking about how they even became a success. And the reason why they became a success was because they did something, and half the time they actually failed at it, but they kept going. They kept doing it. They did not stop. I start thinking about Michael Jordan and Steve Jobs, the founder, CEO of Apple. I start thinking about just people who we find successful, and you hear their story and they talk about how they have failed more than once in order to then become the success that they are now. And this really kind of hit me when I was watching a television show the other day, and they were talking about this country group who won all of these Grammys, and who tours the world now, and you know and I heard their story about how they were rejected with the with American Idol twice. Notice I said twice, not once, but twice. And yet, and still, even though they were rejected, meaning they were not even on the show. So, even though they were rejected, I mean, there were plenty of people who have gotten rejected and just said, oh, forget it. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to sing anymore. I'm not going to, all of that good stuff, and they're done. This group decided to keep going. And not only did they keep going, they got a record deal. And when they got a record deal, then they were able to show the world what American Idol failed to see. Hmm. Reminds me of another person who also got into American Idol, and she actually passed the stages, got to it, and did not win American Idol, but yet got an Oscar. Anyway, I digress. But seriously, I started thinking about that, and I just said, I said it's so interesting how one failure could just cause someone to just give up. And that was me at one point. I used to do the same thing where it was, oh gosh, like I failed at this, so I'm just gonna stop. You know, I can think of a lot of things that I have failed at, and yet and still I keep going. And there are a lot of people, I call them haters. There are a lot of people who sit and say, well, Sawanda, maybe you need to give it up. Well, Sawanda, maybe you need to stop. Well, Sawanda, maybe, and guess what? As they keep talking, I'm thinking in my head how I can revise the plan and keep it moving. So, we talk about fear of failure. What is holding you back from accomplishing your goals? And I think of fear of failure being one of the biggest reasons why so many people stop dreaming, stop living, stop achieving their goals, because it's just not, they feel as if the time, it's taking too much time, it's taking too much money, it's taking too much, yada, 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 boo, boo, boo. Stop. Okay? Whatever your ideas are in any area of your life, please understand that those are God inspired ideas. And those ideas have to be manifested through you. And so you are the only person that can actually make these ideas happen. And so stop sitting around saying, oh, when is it going to be my turn? It's going to be your turn when you decide to get up and actually accomplish those goals. Need some help? Then that's where you get help. Seek help. I'm always there for you if you need any help. This is Sawanda Spinks. Happy spring, and I'll talk to you again soon. Remember, continue blossoming.